Have you ever pondered the mysterious power of unseen frequency waves and their impact on the sphere of agriculture? It's a notion that may not often cross your mind. Frequency is omnipresent, in the hum of your fridge, the ring of your phone, even the dawn chorus of birds. Imagine this force being harnessed for the good of agriculture, to benefit our crops, gardens, and farms. Picture utilizing this to combat pests like caterpillars, whiteflies, grasshoppers, and others that threaten our plants. Seems like a sci-fi scenario, doesn't it? But this isn't just a figment of imagination. The role of frequency in agriculture is a fascinating topic gaining attention in scientific circles. It focuses on how these invisible waves can potentially influence plant growth and insect behavior. Prepare to dive into the unknown and uncover the extraordinary, unresolved enigmas of frequency in agriculture. Insects, a farmer's biggest adversary. But what if frequency could be the secret weapon? Let's dive into the fascinating world of frequencies and their impact on insects. Now, you might be wondering, how can something as abstract as frequency affect a tangible, living organism? Well, it's all about resonance. Imagine a glass shattering when a singer hits the right note. That's because the frequency of the singer's voice matches the resonant frequency of the glass. The same principle applies to insects. Every organism, including insects, has its own resonant frequency. When exposed to this specific frequency, the organism can experience severe discomfort, or in some cases it can even be fatal. Take caterpillars, for instance, one of the most common pests in agriculture. Studies have shown that certain frequencies can interfere with their feeding patterns, making them less destructive. Whiteflies, another common nuisance, can be deterred by different frequencies that disrupt their navigation. Grasshoppers, ladybugs, aphids, mantises, and many other insects also respond to specific frequencies. It's all about finding the right frequency that will disrupt their normal behavior or potentially eliminate them. However, it's not as simple as blasting a single frequency and expecting all insects to vanish. Each insect species responds to a different frequency. It's a matter of identifying the correct frequency for each pest. And of course, it's crucial to ensure that these frequencies are safe for other wildlife and humans. It's important to note that this isn't a magic bullet. It's a tool in the toolbox of pest control, one that can be used in conjunction with other methods for a more comprehensive approach. But the potential is certainly there. Imagine a world where we can protect our crops without the use of harmful pesticides. A world where we can harness the power of frequency to maintain a healthy, thriving ecosystem. Harnessing the power of frequency could revolutionize pest control, but how do we do it? Imagine a device, a frequency generator, that could help farmers worldwide. This isn't a futuristic fantasy, it's a reality we can create right in our homes or workshops. Let's dive into how to make a simple frequency generator, a device that can potentially revolutionize agriculture by making pest control simpler and more effective. First things first, gather the necessary components. You'll need a function generator IC, a resistor, a capacitor, a breadboard, a 9-volt battery, and an audio amplifier IC. Don't worry if the terms sound a bit technical. They are all standard components available at any electronics store. Start by placing the function generator IC on the breadboard, ensuring that the pins are correctly aligned with the board's holes. Next, the resistor. It should be connected to the function generator IC's output pin. This resistor will help control the output frequency. Now let's add the capacitor. It should be connected to the resistor and the IC's ground pin. The capacitor plays an important role in determining the frequency of the output signal. Remember, different pests respond to different frequencies, so adjusting the resistor and capacitor values will allow us to target specific pests. Next up is the audio amplifier IC. Connect its input pin to the function generator IC's output pin. This will amplify the signal, making it strong enough to affect pests. Finally, power up your frequency generator by connecting the 9-volt battery to the circuit. And voila! You've created your very own frequency generator. Now imagine a world where farmers can use this device to target and eliminate pests like caterpillars, whiteflies, grasshoppers, ladybugs, aphids, and mantises. It's a world where we can protect our crops without resorting to harmful pesticides. A world where we can increase agricultural productivity while being kinder to our environment. With a frequency generator, pest control could become a much simpler and more effective task. So let's embrace the power of frequency and create a healthier, more productive future for farming. But what about us? How do these frequencies impact humans? Well, just like plants and insects, our bodies too respond to different frequencies. Take our brain for instance. It operates on various frequencies, from delta for deep sleep to gamma for high-level information processing. However, not all frequencies are beneficial. Prolonged exposure to high frequencies can cause discomfort or even harm. For instance, frequencies above 20,000 Hz can lead to hearing loss, while extremely low frequencies may cause headaches or nausea. That's why it's crucial to maintain safe frequency levels, especially when using them to tackle agricultural pests. We wouldn't want to solve one problem only to create another, would we? So, while the power of frequencies can be harnessed for good, it's essential to remember that they must be used responsibly. Frequency, an invisible force with visible effects. But remember, like all forces, it must be handled with care. Frequency, a game changer for agriculture, but a force to be respected. As we draw this enlightening journey to a close, let's revisit the key points we've discussed. We've seen how frequency impacts insects, from caterpillars and whiteflies to grasshoppers and ladybugs, aphids, and mantises. By manipulating frequency, we can influence these critters' behaviors and potentially revolutionize pest control, a boon for farmers everywhere. We also explored the creation of a frequency generator, a tool that could be a game changer in the world of agriculture. With it, we can harness the power of frequency to keep our crops safe and thriving. But we must not forget, frequency can also affect us humans. It's a powerful force that we're only beginning to understand, and it's vital we treat it with respect. As we continue to explore and understand the power of frequency, we open up new possibilities for agriculture and beyond.